Hey, good morning. It's Sunday morning, a little after 8. Had a chilly night, and it's going to be in the 80s today. So I've already soaked the garden down. And a little tour. This tomato plant was broken off, and it came back, and now it's got, you can see in there, yeah, it's got tomatoes. I don't know if they'll. Today is July 31st, so we'll see how many ripen between the first frosts. At the threat of frost, my wife would pick all the green tomatoes and bring them in and finish ripening in the house. Yeah, you can see the basil is just out of control. A little bit of dill there, and I got lettuce, cilantro. The peppers have done nothing this year. Terrible here. But yeah, tomatoes. There's so many hiding in the vines here. You know, they're all over the place. And you can see the beans. The beans are still blossoming. Yeah, look at the lettuce. Wow. And these sure are the money makers. Still coming. Lots of green ones coming. Looking good. And you know, down here, you can see some red ones starting to ripen. Kale, I think we're on our 4th cutting. And it just keeps coming. It's fantastic. So good for you too. And you can see here we got some, a little shade in the way, but yeah, look at the birdie. Oh, love the smell of dill. Love the smell. Takes me back to my Graham's house for some odd reason. Now there's the pot that was in the house, and you can see, I mean, there's just tomatoes everywhere. It's just tomato, right up to the weather vane. So there, it's over my head, so it's about 7 feet tall. So yeah, so they'll be coming, and what's nice is they don't all ripen at once. I seen a little hummingbird here this morning. Come zipping by. It's a peach of a morning. Look at that blue sky. It's a little after 8, so the traffic is picking up, but boy, I've been up since pre-dawn, and oh, I love Sunday morning. So quiet. Birds have been busy in the bird bath, taking their morning wash up. And it's cool in the shade, but you can already feel the heat. She's going to be a warm one. Crows off in the distance. I've noticed last few mornings that the robins aren't singing at dawn anymore. I think they sing to mark their territory and to let the babies in the nest know that they're near. And once the babies fledge and are on their own, they stop singing. To me, that's a sign of the approach of fall. Goldenrods blooming on the side of the road. Yeah, here's the back garden. Peas are, for some reason, tough this year. There's a lot of them, but even the young pods aren't really what you'd call tender. And we got those morning glories, you know. So pretty in the morning, that color. They close up in the afternoon, tight, but in the morning. And you can see the beans are, you know, right up over the fence. If the fence was 10 feet tall, they'd be to the top of the fence. Yeah. What a nice way to start your day. And I don't know what the heck I'm talking about half the time, but I think there's nasturtiums in here. I think this is a nasturtium leaf. But don't hold me on anything. I mostly talk nonsense. My wife's the gardener, I'm the waterer. But look at that. Man, oh man. Such a color. That's not dew on there, although it was all covered in dew when I came out. That's from me watering. We got the carrots coming on the end down there. We've been eating beans, picking our own beans. There is just something about raising and growing your own stuff. I don't care if it's just a small pot with a few things, or if it's a bigger garden. It's just planting, growing, tending, growing your own stuff. And this is a good broccoli here. Now you can see here, my wife has cut off the head and left the stem on, and this is going to grow out again. So we'll get several cuttings off. She's cut some over there too, you can see. And there's a full head, and on this side, you know, you got all the heads coming yet. So good for you. Yeah, a lot of lettuce, onions over there. And a rhubarb, you know, it's a little late in the year for, it gets tough. And this is the yellow zucchini. And let's see the blossoms in there. They hide. Zucchinis are famous hiders. And these are the green ones. They're back here. You can see ones coming there. And there's more hiding down there. Cucumbers too. My wife was saying, oh, the cucumbers, geez, they're not doing very good. And then all of a sudden in the vines, there was like 5 of them, 10, 12 inches long already. So, and then back here, more tomatoes. And they hide too. They're in the vines. Little guys hiding all over green ones. But they're coming good. And it's just, you know, it's just great to grow your own things. Yeah, for me, I like to come out. I like to listen to the water on the leaves sprinkling. Yeah, so Sunday morning, you know, my favorite morning to be out early. Quiet. Me and the birds. Crows up on the hill. You can see all the wildflowers out here. And yeah, there's me. I don't know what this is, but the birds like it. And they're in here eating these things. I've tried them, tasted them. Yeah, they don't taste good. So, could be poisonous, who knows. And those got all the seed twirlers out on them. And then this is our industrial neighbors who do nothing and just quiet over here. Nice quiet spot. So, yeah. Yeah, that's good. And then back along the fence. And I took that old, I was out by the airport bicycling one day and that was in the trash, so I went in and asked the lady at the desk, Nancy. I said, Nancy, what about that windshield? You know, I thought maybe the wife could turn it and then put her plants in there and start them and use it like a little greenhouse up against the wall, but she's not done that yet. But I still got that old, I must be to a, you know, like a small Cessna single plane, single engine, but it's potentially there. I'll have to close up these gates after. I was up at 2:30. I used the bathroom and I seen the red fox going, marching up the road, and it's good to see them, you know, keep them mice and voles down. Because obviously here, you know, it's just a, you know, it's a haven for them. Oh, it's cool here in the shade. It's the humidity at night, you know, it just gets so dripping damp. See my neighbor's up tending his garden now. So, yeah, nice little snow on the mountain, and you can tell the snow on the mountain is starting to get that tinge to it. And this was in bloom the other day and it was just beautiful. This is a rosebush, a Canadian stock called Martin Frobisher. And oh, it smells so good. And I don't know what that is, but it's pretty. And it gets attacked by stuff on the leaves. I'm not really good at tending it, and I hate to spray chemical junk all over everything. So it fights its own battle. I water it though, tend to it. Yeah, backside the garage. Over here, I think these are Tiger lilies. I said lemon lilies, but I think they're Tiger lilies. I don't know. I just know they're darn pretty. Look, it's so delicate, you know. Just so delicate. Little ends touching, you know. Man, oh man. And there's a lot more coming. I got another little patch of rhubarb here. And this my sister gave me. Thanks, Kathy. It's William Baffin rosebush. And it's coming good. Got my chairs up for my bicycling friends, Jimmy and Marjorie, in case they show up and need a rest. And the flower pot out here. My wife grew these from seeds. It's marigolds. She kept seeds in there. They're doing good. I like to look at the colors and the change throughout the day, whether it's in the shade. A little sparrow. He was with me in the garden too. He liked to water stuff. So yeah, all this is coming good. Traffic picking up already. Yeah, pretty stuff. Pretty stuff. You can see these change color throughout the day too. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. I'm not much for plastic fake flowers, but yeah, to each your own. And this is a nice color. They're about done now. These bushes. I might move these guys down, and pretty little guys. And that tree bought from the nursery had a shrub there, and the shrub died. And so it's called a Fat Albert, but we don't call it Fat Albert because that's too insulting. We just call him Albert. And he's only going to get another, maybe 8 feet tall. And he'll spread out a little bit more, fill in toward the house. But that's about as big as he gets. It's not an apple year, but I got a few apples. More cars coming. Oh, traffic picking up already. Yeah, you can see a few apples up in there, but I don't spray, so you know you gotta cut around them. And they're sort of deformed this year. Odd shaped. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, there's the yard tour. A little bit of morning jibber jabber. And I got my solar snail out here. You charge them up during the day. I'll move them in the afternoon to the other side of the house, and then I use them on the kitchen counter at night as a night light. Puts a beautiful pattern on the ceiling. I know it's silly, but it's fun. It's silly, but it's fun. Yeah, got the old bike ready. Gonna take her out for a spin later. It's old, but I like it. It's falling apart in places. I had to replace the front wheel the other day. There's my Bob trailer. In the process of selling Bob. Just can't do it anymore. So, it was fun while it lasted. It's all about the adventure. All about the adventure. There's a photo of I can't see him in the thing, but yeah, you can't see it in the light. A red fox photo I took. And you can see it's 68, and she'll be in the 80s today. So there you go. There you go. Little yard garden tour, bit of jibber jabber, and I better get I'm stalling. I'm stalling. I rode with my granddaughter yesterday afternoon, so I'll take a short ride, maybe 5-6 miles this morning. Take the kinks out. All right, everyone. Hope you're all well. Take care.